Are you thinking of owning your dream homes? EJ Investment is here for you. Secure our quality bungalows with 2, 3 or 4 bedrooms, or our story buildings 3 or 4 to 5 bedrooms at very affordable prices with flexible payment plans at our Sanyang Seaview Estate, where you can enjoy the cool breeze with modern infrastructure such as tar roads, covered drainage system, modern electrification with street lights, gated entrance with security posts, and social amenities such as gas station, shopping mall, medical clinic, park, schools, children daycare, and a lot more. Our dedicated team of professionals will keep the estate clean at all times, provide security and patrol team within the estate premises, install latest technologies such as CCTV, Wi-Fi, home network installation, solar panel, and power backup system. Also, check out for our additional home facilities and interior design service such as premium tiling, wall plaster, home landscape, fingerprint home lock, and a lot more. Visit our office at Senegambia Kololi Highway and get a free site visit tour, or contact us on 4464-838. WhatsApp us on 3259220. Or you can visit our Facebook page or Instagram on EJ Investments. EJ Investments, we are first in properties.
Planning to have an uninterrupted electricity and water supply from solar energy in the Gambia and beyond? Worry no more, because Solar Enterprise will provide you with the solutions at reasonable cost. We have experienced personnel who can install and advise you about your electricity and water supply with a warranty period. We have good quality solar products from North America and Europe. We provide services and sell products to individuals, organizations, institutions, private offices, communities, and government. These products are solar panels, batteries, charge controllers, inverters, water pump, water heaters, freezers, submersible pumps, and general solar accessories. Visit our stores at 48 Karaba Avenue and Brusubi Highway, or you can call us on 7657 479 980 8483 340 9400 or 635 9906.
Okay. Firstly, may I please introduce those on the high table before we proceed with formal statement. Let me start with far left on the high table. On the high table is Dr. Ismaila Cisse. He is the Secretary General and the party leader of the Citizens Alliance Party. Dr. Ismaila Cisse. Next to Dr. Ismaila Cisse is Honorable Mai Ahmed Fati. Mai Ahmed Fati is the Secretary General and Party Leader of Gambia Moral Congress. Mai Ahmed Fati. Next to him, we have Dr. Ibrahima Jain. Dr. Ibrahima Jain is the Secretary General and Party Leader of the All People's Party, APP. I have already introduced myself. I would now like to read a statement on behalf of today's ceremony. Let me begin by extending sincere greetings and a warm welcome to all of you for coming to honor our invitation at this signing ceremony of the MOU for Alliance for Change 2021. Indeed, we are most grateful. Greetings to the entire Gambian nation, Gambians in the diaspora, and by extension to all well-wishers, who cannot be here to join us. This rare occasion for us belongs to all of us. To our invited guests present, allow me to recognize members of the diplomatic corps. We have extended invitations all across. So just to mention them, maybe some of them may not be around. Especially the UNDP resident representative, whose office has been supporting the provision of free and fair elections throughout. We also recognize the AU representative. We also recognize the EU representative, the Independent Electoral Commission representative, NGOs, human rights commissions, the press and the media houses, and all other groups that may be present here today. Over the past 9 weeks, political parties have been engaged in difficult but very useful negotiations. And the whole idea was to form a political platform to contest the upcoming December 4th elections for president. Those discussions have now concluded, which is the result of today's gathering. Today's gathering is symbolic. It's just to show the public that discussions have been going on, and finally today we are able to make a signing ceremony to formalize those discussions. Today brings us to the signing of the MOU. The MOU binds all signatories of the political parties so that we are able to take a collective responsibility, a shared vision to forming the next government in 2022. Let me just say, for the information and benefit of everybody, we were expecting 5 political parties today to be present and to sign the MOU. However, some of the 2 political parties are unable to be present today because they still need to finalize with their respective executive committees. It is anticipated that before long, these outstanding 2 political parties and any other party will be able to come to sign the MOU in order to join this alliance today. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, since independence in 1965, the Gambia continues to confront challenges of socio-economic development. Even with the consolidation of genuine democracy and the implementation of some of the most successful economic reform programs in the Sahel, it is known that the issue of corruption, abuse of office, and misplaced priorities negatively impacted on the pace of development of this country. In 1994, the military overthrew the democratically elected government and remained in power until its defeat at the polls in December 2016. Achievements in the socio-economic sectors were overshadowed by political oppression, weakening of institutional, and the polarization of society in ethno-linguistic and political grounds. Weak democratic culture has resulted to the lack of strong institutions, as well as socio-economic policies to build a vibrant economy for sustained development. Regrettably, the past 5 years of the Adama Barrow government led administrative failure to introduce any meaningful reforms, leading to further politicization and weakening of the state institutions. And of course, a decline in the quality of life of the average citizen in all spheres of this country. In the absence of strong institutions and public policies, poverty, hunger, inequality, ignorance, and ill health have persisted and have left many Gambians vulnerable to daily challenges of everyday life. Efforts to promote or build strong, disciplined, inclusive national institutions to facilitate consensus and the compromise around national policy of development and implementation, protection of human rights and the rule of law, and the promotion of the welfare of all citizens within a unified nation have generally failed in this country. These challenges, coupled with mismanagement of economic resources, have been accentuated by self-serving political conduct, where personal and partisan interests have always overridden national interests. Consequently, the Gambia now faces a near existential threat, which requires urgent redress to avert potential civil strife. Trust and confidence are critical ingredients for rerunning effective governance. The current administration, that is the Adama Barrow administration, has lost the trust of a large section of Gambians and her international partners. The administration has chosen a dangerous political and economic trajectory, which, if not reversed, may potentially lead to conflict and economic collapse of the nation state. There is urgent need to restore trust and confidence among Gambians in their own government and among international partners and investors, which generally are supporting the country. The Gambia, you may wish to know, ranks very low in terms of its investment business climate. Foreign investors are less keen to come nowadays. Based on the following, that is the above challenges, imperatives, and more, the parties of this agreement, that is the 5 parties of this agreement, today called Alliance 2021, have agreed to come together under a unified banner and a single candidate. For your information, the program is that after the signing of the MOU, then the parties will redress and will address to be able to select a flag bearer. A flag bearer for the alliance has not yet been selected. The alliance commits itself to the establishment of a true Gambian constitutional democracy and rule of law, which rejects tribalism in all its forms. We are also truly committed to freedom of worship and interfaith coexistence. In conclusion, on behalf of the Alliance, let me thank all of you for coming today to attend this ceremony. To thank also the proprietors of Paradise Hotel for use of their venue, and most humbly, political parties and their associates for spending time and effort bringing this alliance to fruition. I thank all of you. Goodbye. Now invite members of the task force to officiate the signing of the 3 party leaders who are present. And we will therefore, after that, we'll invite each of the party leaders to make a short statement, and that will bring the conclusion of this symbolic ceremony to an end. Thank you all. The party leaders have just signed the MOU, which is the Memorandum of Understanding, committing all the political parties to this unification. They have also signed the ground rules which will be complementing this MOU. There is also an accord. The accord has this legal backing, but this will be signed as and when the flag bearer has been identified and selected. We were supposed to have a press conference after this ceremony, but for unavoidable circumstances, and particularly that the selection of the flag bearer is to take place sometime today or later, we would be deferring the press conference until the flag bearer has been identified. However, to comfort the press and journalists here, each of the party leaders would make a very short statement for your information. Thank you. I would now ask from alphabetical order by party name, the All People's Party, to make a short statement. Dr. Baibran Jain.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah ta'ala barakatuhu. Thank you all for assembling here today to recognize this very important gathering that we are attending for the signing that we already signed, the Member of Understanding that brings our labor for the past 9 weeks to fruit. Therefore, this is the beginning of the Alliance for Change 2021. This is the beginning of the work of the opposition parties that have come together to remove the current government, the government of Adam Barrow. We have, I know the press is aware and have been aware, that we have tirelessly worked for the past 9 weeks. Like every negotiation, be it small group or large group, it's a challenge, and it wasn't easy. We all, as political parties, had our manifestos, our agendas, our priorities, what to do when we come to government. But because we have decided amongst ourselves that Gambia is more important than any of our individual priorities, our individual objectives, our individual agendas for the development, progress, and peace of this country, we have decided to make a united force, a committed united force. Without any doubt, we have put aside our political ambitions, political party ambitions, put it that way, and build this united front. So in due course, possibly today, possibly in the next few days, we will have a flag bearer whom all signatories to this memorandum would give 100% support. Thank you all for coming to this gathering. Thank you.
I will now call on Dr. Ismaila Cisse for Citizen Alliance to make a statement.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Good morning, my colleagues, the party leaders of Gambia Moral Congress, Honorable Mai Fatou, and All People's Party, Dr. Baibiran Jan. Good morning, members of the press. Thank you once again for witnessing this very historic day and also for responding to our call. We also thank members of party executives here present today. Today is a historic day for Gambia's democracy and a historic day for Gambia's development. The death warrant for President Barrow and his government has just been signed today. The framework that will lay the foundations for unprecedented socio-economic and inclusive prosperity has just been signed today. It has been a very difficult task. You see, our political system is not designed to accommodate for grand coalitions of the type that we envisage or that we desire. However, like Dr. Baibiran Jan, the party leader of APP, just mentioned, we realize that the country is at a stage where we had to suppress our egos and sacrifice our political ambitions to ensure we save this country from the doldrums of institutional decadence. That is why CA was one of the parties, the leading parties, that initiated the grand coalition talks with the hope that we can bring all progressive minds together to form a common force to remove President Barrow and his bad government from power. But as things always turn out, coalition building are fraught with serious challenges, and the parties that are signatories to this MOU today are the ones that have signed so far. We hope that the other two will sign subsequently. But we also take the opportunity to urge all other parties that believe in Gambia to come and join this Alliance for Change 2021. Both political parties and independent candidates, we urge you all to come and join this alliance. This is the alliance that can lay the foundations for shared prosperity, for inclusive development, that can ensure that jobs are provided for our young people, that can ensure that there is no more discrimination in society, that we build a united Gambia where tribalism and ethnocentric politics will be history in this country. That can ensure that we have inclusive development where the dichotomy between rural Gambia and urban Gambia is removed, and the development is taken to every village, to every hamlet of this country. So the Citizens Alliance has been part of this journey from day one, and will be part of this journey until the end. I thank you all. I thank the chairman for the wonderful job you've done today, and I thank members of the press, and I thank party members, particularly Citizens Alliance, for the support, for the encouragement, for the belief you have in the leadership and the judgment of the leadership. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Cisse. We are now coming almost to the end, but not the least. It is my pleasure now to invite Honorable Mai Ahmed Fatou of the Gambia Moral Congress to make a statement.
With gratitude to Almighty Allah, I am grateful to stand before this August gathering to introduce a new annal in the history of the Gambia. Today marks a unique distinction in our trajectory, in our march towards genuine democracy. Today is a game changer. We are sitting at the divide, a crossroad, and this nation must determine which direction to take. We are experiencing assiduously challenging times. The country is facing humongous challenges, mountains we must leap over. The economy is totally on the brink of collapse. Making a living on a daily basis has become an impossible task for most families in our communities across the country. Our democracy is receding. Democracy is not just on the aspect of personal freedom. Personal freedom also has this indispensable element of personal prosperity. It is what makes the human being who he or she is. The search for human dignity is the raison d'etre of politics. And that is why we are in this business. We've come together after 9 weeks of intensive, critical discussions, the culmination of which is today. Not because we think it's a mute exercise, but because we appreciate fully that we are dealing with human lives, the lives of the average Gambian. This is about you. The signing ceremony today is not about the Gambia Moral Congress. It's not about the APP, CA, or our other two partners who will be joining us shortly. It is about you, the people of the Gambia. What is reflected in the MOU is intended to give you a life of decency. It is intended to liberate you and to restore your sovereignty, but also to restore sanity into our body politic. That is the essence of this morning. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we begin a new journey together, we shall march together. But we understand it is not going to be a walk in the park. No, it is not going to be a walk in the park. We are not under any illusion, but it is very difficult for established political body, established political class to accept a new beginning. This is what we truly represent. The CA, Dr. Ismail Cisse, with its vibrancy. And then you come down to the serenity of Dr. Jan, and perhaps the controversy of Honorable Mohamed Fatou. Combine these three together, you will have the best team to lead this country. You see, when we stand here today at this pedestal, we understand it is not a contest about crowd. That is not what your life is about. We understand it is not about wealth. It is not about how many vehicles you drive along a convoy during the campaign trail. It is not about the benaching and the drum beating. It is not about the songs. It is not about the money that you dish out. It is not about buying of votes. It is about your life, your future. It is about your health. It is about the education of your children. Our education, it is about the future of our youth. It is about unemployment. It is about changing our social fabric. It's about changing the system of governance that has crippled our progress and prosperity for the past 50-something years. And we understand that it is not about how many AI companies have validated you. No, these are all important. But that is not the deciding element. We understand it is about the contest of the brightest of ideas. We understand it's about changing a system that is so endemic, that is so deeply rooted, but that must be uprooted and not that must be effaced. It is about reforms. It is about bringing about comprehensive sector reform so that your lives and properties can be saved. We understand the velocity of crime in this country. It is about affordability, putting food on the table that when our wives, when our sisters, when our mothers go to the market, they will be able to come home with decent ingredients that will give us the nutrients we need to exist as decent human beings. It is about our health. It's about our women. When they go to deliver, it will be a source of joy and not a death sentence. It is about our school system to build ingenuity and creativity to allow the a Gambian student to be competitive internationally. It is not just about creating a labor force for the Gambia's marketplace. Our country must be competitive. We must hold ourselves among the Committee of Nations. And to do that, we need a substantial revolution, an education revolution in this country. It is about that. It is not about the length and the numbers of vehicles in your convoy. It is about your health. Every district, every region in this country should have quality health care. We don't need to go and die in Senegal or on the way. The Gambia exports millions of dollars every year over the past few years on medical tourism to the Republic of Senegal. Why? Because our hospitals are cemeteries. And that is what is important to us. It is not how many crowds you gather at Bundung Bohol. It is about what ideas do you have to solve the perennial problems of the Gambia. That is what is important to us. It is not about the big names that follow you. It is about the small names that are dotted across the country, hundreds of thousands of them. People who go home, who go to bed hungry. The fishermen, the carpenters, the secretaries at work, the watchmen, the drivers, the farmers, the students, the young people who every day in and out, his collar is torn gray. The shoes is worn out because he's marching from office to office, searching for a job. It is for that young man who is dead with a skeleton at the Sahara Desert in search of greener pastures. It is all those thousands of Gambians who are trapped in prison-like conditions in Europe, searching for greener pastures. It's about you in asylum, in Baden-Württemberg. It's about you, those of you who are trapped in Malta, and those of you who are on enslavement in Libya, and those of you who are finding your way between Mali and Niger, looking for a better life. It is about stopping in the track the retrogression, the fatal retrogression this country has experienced. It is about giving you a civil service that matters, that delivers on the promise of the Gambia's potential. It is about a public service we can be proud of. That is what it's about. It's about giving energy security so that your electricity will not be palpitating. It is about giving you roads and not just implementing them because you are looking for a political opportunity, but because you understand the country requires it for its sustainable growth. It is about taking back our fishing sector, our fishing industry, and reclaiming the Gambia's sovereignty as an independent country, free from influences across borders. That is what this contest is about. It is not about color, whether you are gray or blue or green, or whether you are pink. This group here is consensus. We are confident of victory. Do you know why we are confident of victory? Because the people of this country are no fools. Nobody can deceive the Gambian again. They will dance and follow you. They will follow your convoy. But they know where their bread and butter is buttered, or where their bread is buttered. So, instead of delivering a long speech, I want you to understand that we are committed and determined. Our spirit is unbreakable. We will get around every town, every village, every hamlet, every corner of this country, into every region, and we will tell the Gambian people what matters to them. We don't have the money. We don't have the money to dish out. We don't have vehicles because even if we have them, we will give them to the Gambia Police Force to protect you at your homes. We do not have a long convoy. If we do have, we would have given it to the Ministry of Agriculture for extension workers to get deep down into the farmers so that this nation will be able to feed itself. We do not have money to give out. We are taking the plate from our family's table to scrape it and put it back, invest into you people. Do you know why? Because we respect you, we honor you, and we know you deserve better. That is why we are in this business. So, ladies and gentlemen, Gambian Kolu, natale kadu falingo nyanta kelale ntol manna ko mbalbe bonna andila bari ngani kala muta ko kanyim banko samba nyato asunata londole la aman sula ke alla nafulo puju paja ka murunde alma politiko to yala albe fa kal loptanol to gambe buka afan dañini no hanibi na tanko be jijarin na masukunda do kula la karjo buka dimba al balundino courant buka sodono abe seding fatambita na dinol ka karam ke buka do ku sodo londo bet ñaari rewmi dafa tollu fo xamne dañu wara pencho paaco bi dafa doy loolu moo ñu jógloo te alliance bi gëm nañ ne bu fekkee ne xalaat rek la gëm-gëm rek la ak mën-mën yaakaar nañ yàlla nañu bale dinañu dimbale te réew mi dinañ ko génnee si biir pax bi mu nekk ñun nag duñ saaga kenn duñ xas kenn ñun ñëpp gàmment lañ respect nañ ñëpp fonk nañ ñëpp kenn du fi suñ noonu suñ collègues lañ suñ counterparts lañ politique bi dafa war a change système dafa war a change loolu moo tax a jógloo saaguñ kenn xeebuñ kenn te pare ñoo defante ak kenn si anam boo xam ne dafa ñaaw kon nag waa réew mi na ngeen xam ne bés bu bees moo juddu tey te su soobee yàlla doom bi nañ ko ngénte te Gambie la tudda maa ngi leen di gërëm di leen sant mu soppee fil ba Fuuta. Well, the fullest are my kids, so I don't have to get to them. I want to thank you very much. We are enemies to none, friends to all. In the spirit of Gambianness, in the spirit of oneness, we call all Gambians and all other political forces to join us. Our doors remain open. The doors remain open. Whether you are an independent or you are another political party, the doors remain open. And the signing and the signatures for the MOU remains open to all forces. We are not competing against any political party. We are competing against the best of the best ideas that this country deserves. So we will work together one, arm to arm, step by step, until we deliver the goods that are goodable for the best of this country. God bless the Republic of the Gambia.
Thank you, Honorable Fatou. Let me also take the opportunity to congratulate all the three who are here seated for the time they have taken, particularly going through the 9 weeks of negotiation. It shows commitment. It shows the unrivaled, belief in Gambia that this country has to progress to move forward. I have my confidence. I have my confidence that this Alliance for Change, which is filled with competent people, people of integrity, people of knowledge, then who are able to usher this country into where we should belong. I must say that after 55 years of independence, there can be no more excuse from political leaders as to why we're staying poor. After 55 years of independence, it is all a question of poor leadership and nothing else, and that has to change. We are now closing this ceremony. Again, I wish to convey our thanks to all of you, particularly the press, the radios, televisions, all journalists, all the attendants who are here today. And then to thank also the proprietors of this hotel for allowing us to stage this gathering today. Let me also call upon everybody that there is a new beginning in our politics today. We are not segregating. We are calling upon everybody, as my Fatou has said. We are calling on all political parties who decide to come and join to please. Our doors are open. We are calling on all independent candidates. Our doors are open. We're calling upon all individuals. Our doors are open. And more than most, we now would want to appeal to the Gambian people that we need a new attitude of thinking, towards, the election of leadership towards our politics today. Please let us reflect. Let us look for ability. Let us look for competency. Let us look for those who are able to serve this country better. And on that, thank you very much.
Love like fire. Wow. Love like fire. Xam ngeen rek affaire bi xam ngeen fan la? Skincare la. 2020 lañ wax de. Waaw. Fii nag mooy Kerr fan Kerr zero tache. Perfect skin. Skincare saa su ne rek niñ ko dee defee rek loo lañ soxlaati rek maanaam bu dee am problème ci seen skin yéen xam ngeen fan la fii ngeen di ñëw suma xarit yeeg am di jàmm yi nga xam ne taas daf lañ sonaloon xam nga doon xeesal bel la ka xum éneew ma lañ ko nag waaye just in case comme ni ko gars yi di waxee rek en cas just in case loolu xew xam ngeen fi ngeen di ñëw Skincare Plus si yu baax rek la ñoo dox nag ay baax rek fu ne la ñoo dem ci réew mi di lañ indi rek nag products yu baax du Paris du Italie du USA du fi mu nekk nii sax boole nañ ci nag Sweden fu nekk lañ leen a indilee products bu dee tamit nag da nga ñuul rek ñu lay jamaa natural beauty that melanin dripping we do have stuff for you as well emuñ si skincare products rek ñu ngi ci cuub yi tamit fu ne la ñoo jaar in fact sax last commercial bi ñu defoon waxuñ leen woon ne dañoo dox ci ay kawar 9A grade rek nag waaw we do have bundles as well hair si lu ne la ñoo dox ñun ñu ngi ci rafetal jigéen rek luy taaral jigéen rek waaw boo leen di tukki tamit bëggoon rek classic suitcase dañoo dox ci ay Samsonite duñ dee indi any brand of suitcases though other than Samsonite comme li ma dee wax rek boo eggee airport dëri Samsonite dafa am nuñ laa xoolee waaw ngeen ne lan nag waaw skin ci moom la ñu gën a xamee nag skincare products ci moom la ñu gën a xamee ñu ngi dox tamit bentee tamit si ay dàlla man nag skincare mooy suma specialty xam nga rek jigéen bu sa xar kanam réglé loo def mu jag am nañ Patricia Reiner Kiwi Eye the whole range Lighten Up Gold Tomatine I mean the list can just go on and on and on and on lépp loo xam ne rek luy taaral jigéen la ci yooyu rek la ñoo dox Skincare Plus nag emuñ si Gambia rek ñu nga United States ñu ngi Gambia fii ba pare bu dee yaa ngi anywhere in Europe mun nañ la ko mail within 3 days rek ñetti fan rek nga jot say diw emuñ si loolu rek dañ laa consult tamit balaa ñu laa jaay diw dinañ def a free consultation pour wax la rek exactly li nga xam ne moo méngoo ak sa kanam dinañ leen wax tamit ne rek am nañ perfumes fragrances men's shirts accessories we do dresses as well we do blouses we do shoes name it we do them Skincare Plus 2020 is our year of perfection zero task fi mu nekk nii réew mi fii kenn waratu fi task kenn waratu fi am problème kanam kenn waratu fi am problème picture boo ko amee dafa fekk ne rek ñëwuloo ci place bi fii
love like fire bring my yoboguma love like fire
Agada.
Mbijan raganyadi.
Albaka.
Mbaka important.
Yo, nga transfer la sto.
Ya transfer la sto.
Ha, code nyenje.
Okay. Korsa. Nsila ID soto.
Ah, sa soto. Sorry. Agada.
Mbijan bro.
Albaka.
Mbaka.
Bara alla service o tariaka.
Mbare.
Mo ki janna nun kunu bara tariaka.
Jannom yona forest de bureau. Gambia tonkon na no mbari ya bere. Birim koyna fo katon
bari si kodo kino katon ni fo bolon blabe
56 branches mola soto Gambia jam
ha
Gambia kono ani Gambia e bantala bankol nko kodo kiya bele
kodo sifa fo falindiro fo nyaadi lafta même na kodi topoto nin kodi maraw jannam number 1 di nyonta andum fana nata anoda enterprise sotale wolam nyindi ko domorol fana kol fana be firale de dadi mani domorol dir fana beteat gambia dawda yalo ngam fa kendol sotale je
wo moy o diat
apelenta
baraka ni na lafta nyelen kendol e bina
yalo bu kanyi la ko la baraka ba
yalo ndel ciosano lo
baraka.
We live in a day and age where technology is creating a world without borders, filled with unlimited potential to improve the lives of the people around us. Innovarex Global Health ushers in a new way of leveling the playing field with increased access to quality healthcare services delivered at your doorstep. Our qualified professionals are equipped with state-of-the-art point-of-care testing technology to conduct tests such as kidney function, liver function, electrolyte tests, body composition, hemoglobin, A1C, and many more services with the highest efficiency in delivering results. The addition to our flagship Wellness on Wheels, more fondly known as WOW Delivery Service, brings the entire clinical experience full circle. IGH has remained committed to creating the future of healthcare delivery. Gone are the days of sending loved ones outside the country for basic medical services. Innovarex Global Health offers a new peace of mind and takes pride in delivering the quality of care we all deserve.